Right, so today we're going to be talking about something very interesting and probably a little bit challenging. We're going to be talking about whether horses and donkeys are of the same species. So what do you think? Do you think they are? Yes? Okay. So firstly, can you point out to the horse on our picture here? And can you point to the donkey? Alright, good. Right, let's have a look at our word wall up here. We've got species, fertile, habitat, voluntarily, domestic, and offspring. Do you know any of those words?
Yeah.
Species. So fertile. Do you know what fertile is? So that it can produce babies. Do you know what a habitat is?
Yeah. So it live.
Yeah, where it lives. Do you know what voluntarily means?
No.
So it means that they do it without being forced. They do it out of free will. Do you know what domestic is? So domestic is where humans, like dogs, humans look after them. Do you know what offspring is?
The young.
Yeah, the young. Alright. So let's have a look at our definition. So the definition of species is a group of animals that will mate to create fertile offspring voluntarily in their natural habitat. These animals may have similar characteristics. So the first thing that we're going to look at is, do our donkey and our horse have similar characteristics? So have you ever used a Venn diagram before?
Yes.
Yep, so we have to put our horse stuff here, our donkey stuff here, and the similar stuff there. So I've got some things here. So we'll do the first one. So start putting some of these up. So the donkey, you can see the picture has no shine.
What is shine?
No shine, so it sort of has a glimmery coat, and the sun reflects off it. So the donkey doesn't have any shine. So short, so which animal is the shortest one?
Horse.
Spiky mane, obviously the donkey. Yeah, silky coat would be the horse.
Two nostrils. They both have two nostrils.
Yep, so the two nostrils go in the middle, yeah.
It's got to go right in the middle.
Yeah.
No, a donkey's only got two legs. Look, I can only see three.
Oh, you can see the other one there. Flat mane.
I both have hooves in them.
Yep. Big ears, that would be the donkey.
I get these.
Okay. Fine head. Right, so having a look at that, is there a lot of things that they have similar?
Yeah.
Right, well it's probably about the same. They probably have the same amount of similar as not similar. So do you think they are still not the same species? Yeah. Okay. So now we're going to look at our next thing, which is they mate together to produce offspring. So have you ever heard of a donkey and a horse? Yes, so you've probably heard of it, but that's...
A mule.
Yeah, good. A mule is their offspring. So that only happens when humans force them to mate. Do you think it would happen in the wild, in their natural habitat? No, it wouldn't. So if they were the same species, they would voluntarily, they wouldn't have to be forced to mate. So, and our last thing to determine if they are the same species is if they produce fertile offspring. So I'm going to tell you now that a horse and a donkey create a mule, so you already know that. But their offspring is infertile, so that means that it can't reproduce after that. So we firstly talked about the characteristics, so you still decided that they weren't of the same species. Then we looked at, do they mate voluntarily? We've decided that they don't. And then we looked at their offspring and they were infertile. So what is the conclusion that you can make?
They are similar species, and if they... What? I said similar.
Yeah, so they have... Okay, yeah.
I said they are a similar species, and if they mate together, they have offspring that aren't fertile.
Yep, so they're not the same species then?
Because if they were the same, then